Oh, it is so great to see you again tonight at Vespers as a part of Rural and Migrant Ministries Overnight Leadership Camp. And I'm so glad you're with us tonight. It's a special night. I'm having trouble with my words. I'm so excited. But it's a special night because as a part of our theme of Awake this week, tonight we're going to focus on appreciating the earth around us and how we can connect with it, how we need to awake to what it offers to us as we seek to live life more fully. And boy, you look around us, there's so much going on. And tonight, some wonderful people are going to help us appreciate what's going on in the world around us. I hear some cries of joy over there. So we've got Sandra and Ellis Montes, who are going to sing one of our favorite songs, Las Montañas. And Dana Bolton is going to just move us with a powerful spoken word. And Mason's back with another action step that we can take, rooted in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. If you're wondering about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, look it up. Z and the Bees are back. And then we have a really touching testimony about what camp means to her from Yaritza, who lives way out in western New York. And she recorded this especially because camp means so much to her. And Takita Thomas is going to offer a beautiful instrumental piece. And tonight, I wish I could tell you that there's going to be a story from the Silver Diner, but those folks went on a virtual trip today. So they're going on a virtual trip. So I'm pleased to tell you that Tracy Levitt's going to be with us and share a special story. In a moment, we're going to have Z and the drumming. So take a breath, look at the world about you, and if you're inside somewhere, go to the window before Z starts and look outside and listen to the sounds, look at the sky, be a part of the earth. See you in a moment.
Hi, hola, soy Sandra.
Soy Alice.
And we are here to teach you a song. Estamos aquí para enseñarles un canto que se llama Si Tuvieras Fe, Montaña. And the words are, si tuvieras fe, if you had faith, como un grano de mostaza, like a mustard seed. Eso lo dice el Señor. That is what God says. Tú le dirías a la montaña, you would tell the mountain, muévete, move. Y esa montaña se moverá. And that mountain would move. Si tuvieras fe como un grano de mostaza, eso lo dice el Señor. Si tuvieras fe como un grano de mostaza, eso lo dice el Señor. Tú le dirías a la montaña, muévete, muévete. Tú le dirías a la montaña, muévete, muévete. Esa montaña se moverá, se moverá, se moverá. esa montaña se moverá, se moverá, se moverá, esa montaña se moverá, se moverá, se moverá, esa montaña se moverá, se moverá, se moverá. So if you have hands, si tienen manos, or if you have an instrument, you can play along with us, okay? También pueden tocar con nosotros, okay? Here we go. Si tuvieras fe como un grano de mostaza, eso lo dice el Señor. Si tuvieras fe como un grano de mostaza, eso lo dice el Señor. Tú le dirías a la montaña, muévete, muévete. Tú le dirías a la montaña, muévete, muévete. Esa montaña se moverá, se moverá, se moverá. 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 Yeah, y'all sound great. Se oyen súper bien. Nos vemos. Bye.
Bye.
The earth is a beautiful place to be, with its fillings. You see, the earth has its own garden. The flowers, the trees around us, the vegetables, the fruits, the soil beneath our very feet. Naturally it wakes and shares with us a yellow smile and full cheeks of orange-tinted sun rays. Inside of its coloring book it twirls and swirls colors to leave us with a honey ginger sky or with a blue and purple electric reflection. It paints of blue skies and white cotton candy or sings of rainfall, thunder, and lightning. It spills of waterfalls and running rivers, harmonious birds, fluffy-tailed squirrels, and puffy-faced chipmunks. It is kind and caring and loving and giving, as it makes a home within the oceans for such magnificent sea life animals, as it creates a habitat for the wildlife to build their own shining jungle, as it naturally provides for us shelter, food, water, medicine. We should be grateful. It not only changes from day to night, but gives us seasons to amplify its beauty in all different regions, with springing flowers to frame our homes, falling leaves of all colors and alternate patterns, sunshine to brighten our laughter, and snowflakes that touch the tips of our noses and melt right upon our tongues. This earth gives us something to look forward to each and every day. It has provided all of our senses with comfort, heavenly visions, charming smells, melodies blending within our ears, sweet bursts of nourishments, and the very touch of each precious thing that has grown here. This earth never stops showing us the delight of its beautiful formations. This earth has never given up on showing us how much love it has for anything or anyone that has been placed upon it, even when we aren't so beautiful and loving back to it. Sometimes we take and forget to give back. We harm the earth with many things, like littering, polluting the air, driving our cars to a place we may have just been able to walk to, and removing large areas of trees to make way for human utilization. And we forget in the process that this hurts this welcoming place. We forget that our earth should be treated how we treat ourselves, with love. It too has lungs like us, hence the breeze and the wind. It too has a heart that beats, hence the motion of the waters. It too has a place to call home, and this is everything that is home. The embrace. This beautiful, wholesome, blissful earth takes care of us in so many ways. So now it's our turn to take care of it, as we always should have. For this is our happiness. It is our home, It is what makes us a part of living. Could you ever imagine a planet being as giving as this one? We should be grateful.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and tonight I'm going to be singing for you guys What a Wonderful World. So I hope you enjoy. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blooming for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed days, the summery nights. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, the colors on the rainbow, so pretty in the sky. They're also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They've learned so much more than I've ever known. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hi everyone, my name is Mason. I'm 18 years old. I'm from Seneca Falls, New York, and I'm a member of Joy. Tonight I'm going to be reading a short article about climate change, and then I'm going to provide an action step which I think that we all should take. So to start with the article, Greta Thunberg at age 15 started spending her school days outside the Swedish parliament to call for stronger action on climate change by holding up a sign reading, "School Strike for Climate." Soon, other students engaged in similar protests in their own communities. Together, they organized a school climate strike movement under the name Fridays for Future. After Thunberg addressed the 2018 United Nations Climate Change Conference, student strikes took place every week. In 2019, there were multiple coordinated multi-city protests involving over 1 million students each. In 2019, when she attended the UN Climate Action Summit, her speech, in which she acclaimed "How dare you," was widely taken up by the press and was incorporated into music. She has received numerous honors and awards, including Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People and the youngest Time Person of the Year, inclusion in the Forbes list of the world's 100 most powerful women, and 2 consecutive nominations for the Nobel Peace Prize, 2019 and 2020. What's amazing about this is that Greta Thunberg is actually a teenager. Like, she's just our age. And I just think that's so inspiring. And inspiring because it means that us, people that are our age, can do incredible things just like that. So tonight my action step is not going to be to attend a UN summit meeting, and it's not going to be to organize a multi-million protest strike. Instead, it's going to be really simple. And I started doing this a couple months ago, but really I think it makes a big difference. So I want everyone to just simply start a recycling bin in their home and use it. And I say this because 1, recycling is extremely important, 2, recycling is extremely easy, and 3, once you realize how much stuff that can be reused that you throw away, you're going to recycle even more, and it's going to help the world overall. And you might think as an individual, it doesn't matter to recycle, but there are millions of people that say, it's just one person, it's just one piece of paper, it's just one cup. And when those millions of people do it over and over and over again, then it adds up and it adds to the problem. When I started recycling, I noticed that in my family home, we started putting more things out to recycling than we did to the trash. And that just blew my mind. I never knew. So that's it. That's the action step. Start a recycling bin, use it consistently. All right, everybody. Thank you for having me, and I really hope you do the action step tonight. It's great being here.
My name is Ruth Fernandez Perez, and today I'll be telling you why I love camp so much and when I realized I learned something important. I think I love camp so much because it's just filled with amazing people, inspirational people. There's so many inspirational but true stories there. It's just amazing, and I'm so thankful I got to hang out with the staff and crew and the entire camp. It's so amazing. It's so fun to be there. There are so many opportunities that aren't just given to you by hand. I think that it's an amazing, amazing camp, and it's like so much fun. I can't imagine how much fun. I'm so thankful I got to experience a week at camp. It's so much fun. And, well, for example, it has so many fun activities that challenge your brain. And, well, that's what camp is all about, challenging your brain. And I think that you guys should all really go there. And when I realized I learned something important, I think that I learned how to sleep without my parents for a week. No. I think that camp really taught me and the entire camp how to be an independent, strong, beautiful woman. I thank camp so much because it just showed me how to be incredibly independent without my parents. It showed me how to be strong. It showed me how to be a mature woman, and I'm very thankful that I got to experience a week at this camp. It's just so much fun, and I had so much fun there. And I think you guys should really all go there. It's like a second home, and it'll feel like a second home once you get there too. So, yeah, I think you guys should all really go there. You might feel nervous like I did at first, but you'll get the hang of it. Yeah, so I really hope you enjoy camp, and I really hope you can come and meet camp this year. So, yeah, I really encourage you to go to camp this year.
Hi, my name is Sakita, and I'm going to be playing the clarinet. The piece I'm going to be playing is from the second movement of Winter from The Four Springs by Vivaldi. It was originally composed on the violin, but it has been arranged to the clarinet. I hope you enjoy. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed.
Okay, I have my campfire lit. Get it all set up there. Get my marshmallows toasting right over the fire. But first, I have a story to tell you. The story is about this little old woman. And she lived on the side of a mountain in Japan. Oh, she loved her land, her mountain. She took really good care of it, and she was very careful not to put anything bad on the earth or in the water that was in a creek right below her house. But one day, the woman was cooking her dinner, and she collected her rice from the pantry that she had grown, and she put that in a bowl. Then she got an egg from the chickens, and she got some salt and some spices, and she stirred it all around, mixed it all up. But that wasn't a very good way to stir it, so she scraped off that spoon and got her hands in there, because that's the best way to mix anything up, is with your hands. And so she got all that rice and egg mixture in a nice ball, and then she flattened it out until it was a beautiful rice cake. And she rounded the edges until it was a perfect circle. And she took that rice cake and put it on a pan, and she put that pan into her hot oven, closed the door. Oh, she was hungry. Oh my goodness, her stomach was rolling and thundering, and she kept checking in the oven. Oh, it's not done yet. I'm so hungry. She checked again. Oh, not done yet. Until finally, when she checked a third time, it's nice and brown. And so she was so hungry that she forgot that the pan would be hot. And she reached in with her bare hand and dropped the rice cake on the floor. Well, the rice cake landed on its round side and began rolling down her kitchen floor. Her house must have been on a little bit of a tilt. And that rice cake rolled and rolled until it rolled right outside her open kitchen door window. Kitchen window. Until it rolled right out the kitchen window. And she went to the door and she's looking out. That rice cake rolled right outside her open kitchen door. Well, she ran to the door and she looked down, and that rice cake's rolling down the mountain. Well, she didn't hesitate. She didn't stand there and moan and groan. She was a wide awake woman, and she went lickety-split down the side of the mountain. And she's running after her rice cake. Stop, rice cake, stop. You're my only dinner. And she's running and running. The rice cake is rolling and rolling. Well, the rice cake didn't stop. It just kept rolling and down. And finally, she saw it was way down there, but it hit a rock and fell over on its flat side. So she knew she'd be able to walk on down there and pick up her rice cake and brush it off, get the dirt off it, and she'd be able to have at least some of her dinner. Well, when she got down there, though, she's just bending down to get her rice cake when a large, 3-fingered, claw-like hand reached out from behind the rock and snatched her rice cake and ran into a hole in the side of the mountain. Oh, the woman said, oh, my rice cake, my dinner. But she didn't stand there and moan and groan. She was a wide-awake woman, I tell you. She went into that mountain, and she's chasing after her rice cake. And she looks up, and it's a giant, blue, shaggy monster that's carrying her rice cake and eating it as he's lumping along. Stop, she said, stop. That's my only dinner. Well, he didn't stop. He just kept running and running, and she kept running right after him. And pretty soon they found themselves in a big wide open cave, and the creature stopped. And he turned around, and he had just popped in the last bite of rice cake. And he was licking his claws. And all he said to her was, yummy. Did you make that rice cake? He asked her. She said, yes, I did. and I make a mighty fine rice cake if I do say so myself. He said, yes, you do. And now you will come with me. You will make more rice cakes. More. Well, she didn't like that idea at all. But on the other hand, she did like the fact that the monster, who she recognized to be an Oni, was going to give her dinner, even if she did have to cook it herself. So she said, okay. And that big blue monster had giant horns coming out the side of his head, and he had red staring eyes, and he had a mouth that stretched from ear to ear. He turned right around then and started lumbering off into the tunnels again, and the old woman followed right along behind him. Well, they went up, and they went down, and they went to the left, and they turned to the right, and around until the woman was pretty lost. So they got into the room, the kitchen room in the cavern. And by this time, this whole giant room was filled with Oni. And the big blue one took her over to the pot that was hanging above a big fire. And